Hey guys, this is a 2017 Lincoln MKZ. I'm going to be showing you guys how to take off the door. Now this is the rear door, and this goes for the same as the front. All doors, they're going to be exactly the same, just with more components. But for this right here, this has 3 little clips on it. All you want to do is take a plastic scraper and peel from the front here, so that'll just pop right out. And for the window switch, as you can see here, it kind of has a locking clip, so whenever you put it back in, it locks in there. So you want to start peeling right around here. It'll pop up and just kind of work your way. Go ahead and use a plastic scraper for that. And so I'm going to set this down. Now there's going to be a 10mm bolt up here, a 10mm bolt down here, and then down under here in this hole and that hole. There's going to be, let me see what size that is. That's a 9/32. So I haven't seen too many videos of people pulling this off, especially on the 2017 MKZs and above. So it's just me here, and unfortunately I can't show you pulling it off. But all you're gonna do is you're pretty much gonna try to get a good grip right around here and hold the door. So I'm gonna need both of my hands. I've already done it on the front too, so I got some pretty good practice at it, but I'll just go ahead and cut the video. All right, so now we got the door off. Whenever you pull it off, I would start down in this corner and kind of work your way up. You're gonna really want to pull on it. Just be careful not to pull too hard, because you do have these wiring harnesses that are coming out, and you also have your window or your door cable here. In order to get this off, it slides right into this mechanism here. So there's that little kind of hook right there, and you have to open your door as you're doing this. Okay, so whenever you're doing that, there's this little clip right here, and right on the top here you can kind of see how it moves. You want to pull that back and open the door handle at the same time, and that'll release it, and it'll just snap out. Now to go back in, you just go ahead and slide it in, leave the door handle alone, pull this little tab back, snap it in, clip it into place. It'll snap right back in. Super simple. Same goes for all of this. But I am gonna get to sand dampening this, which, if you can't tell, once you rip this vapor shield off here, you can actually see Lincoln did put one little piece in there. Why they went with one little piece, I have no clue. But these Revel speakers, they actually, as crappy as they look, they actually sound really, really good, but they create a lot of vibrations. The big vibration guy is right there. So what I normally use is a little bit of window weld. I can show you guys that real quick. Which it's this stuff, it's neoprene. It's very malleable. You can go ahead and put that. And I went ahead and went with Nyko. It's 80 mil, and so far it's been pretty good. I just got done with the trunk, so I'm moving on to the rear doors. Front doors are done, and it really does make a difference. Main reason why I'm making the video though is just to show you guys how to take off this door, and like I said, it goes the same all around the car. Pretty much the same as the Ford Fusion, but I don't really think anybody's made a pretty good video of an in-depth kind of how-to, and especially with a car like this, you know, you don't really want to be ripping it apart, and I don't even know why I'm doing this right now, but I'm giving it a go, and I'll let you guys know, especially MKZ enthusiasts. This video is definitely going to go out to you guys. It's a Facebook page. If you have an MKZ, go ahead and join that. And just to kind of give you a quick overview here. I'll actually I have a separate video of the front doors. I didn't do a how-to on the front doors, but I did show you, or I do have a video that will show exactly where I put all the soundproofing, which you actually do put some onto here, because you wouldn't believe it, but putting soundproofing on this actually does help, because this plastic piece vibrates quite a bit. But I did put some of that window weld right around here, so that way it kind of encloses the speaker, and it definitely does make a difference. It could be the placebo effect, I have no clue. But while I'm here, I'll just show you. So on these little clips, some of them, yeah, like this one right here, this one really vibrates. So right down in there, you don't want to touch anything up here, because this has to go back into the door. So right down in here, you want to take some of that window weld and make like kind of a bow tie and wrap it. And what that's going to do is that's going to keep it from vibrating so much. Since I have it off, I might as well just show you guys. I'll go ahead and cut the video again, and I'll show you guys whenever it's all ready to be put back on. All right, we're back. Went ahead and applied some sound dampening here. Now, I know it looks like shit. You're probably sitting there, you're like, why didn't you do the whole door? Well, there are certain spots here, and you got to be really careful. There's some close tolerances between the door frame, or the door panel, and the door itself. So what you want to do is like I said before, pull off this vapor shield here and just kind of start applying it anywhere that you can. I don't know if you guys can see, but I tucked away as far as I could back there. And Lincoln did put that silver one on there. I'm putting the black. So you'll notice that it does make a difference. And as for the panel itself here, just really focus around the speaker. That's where you really want to stiffen it up. There's that window weld that I was telling you about. So whenever that seats onto this foam here, this foam don't do shit. It's gonna really create a nice seal, and it's gonna be more of an enclosure for the speaker. And what I was telling you about, I don't know if you can tell, let me focus in there. So there's that little bow tie right there. So in the past video clip, how it wiggled, doesn't wiggle anymore. It doesn't make that annoying little noise. Now on all the door panels, there is this little foam piece here. I took some window weld, I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, so shoved it right down in there. And like I said, guys, you don't have to make this pretty. Nobody's ever gonna see it, just as long as it's doing what it's meant to do. And they had this on here. Now this is glued on. I didn't really want to take it off. And I just kind of shoved up where I could. I know I put a piece here, here, and here. Just to the best of the ability that you can. But you kind of want to stay away from right around up here, because this is where it kind of gets a little bit close tolerance. And, you know, especially because you're going to have your door cable, you don't want anything sticking kind of in there. But like I said, just really focus and, you know, look for these holes right here where the little plastic clips are going to be going into. You don't want to put any sound dampening over that. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but that's what it's going to sound like with sound dampening. That's without. This is the only door that I didn't do, and as you can tell, it's a major difference. Now Lincoln has active noise canceling in the cabin, so I'm not concerned about the road noise. I'm not concerned about that. It was just purely because of the rattles, because of this Rebel just the Rebel speaker system in it. And then right here, I did the same exact thing. Focus in there. I just took window weld. Now that doesn't, so whenever the bass hits, it's not gonna vibrate all around. But just a reverse process, and that's really why you want to buy window weld. This is the same stuff right here, just in case. I've been pretty lucky, and this stuff has been holding together pretty well. But if you do mess it up, then you want to have a little bit extra. Plus, you can do all the little stuff like I was showing you before with the window weld. I'll put the link in the description where you can buy all of it, but it's just basically the reverse process, and super simple. Like I said before, make sure whenever you go to put this back on, this is going to be the trickiest part for you guys, is putting this back on. Just make sure that this isn't up, and sometimes it'll stay kind of like in the upward position right here, kind of where my fingertip is, should be down here. So you want it to make sure that it's down here, and all you have to do is give it a simple little tug and it'll be fine. It'll seat itself right there, and now you know you're ready to put it back into the door. So whenever you do that, just pop it, take it, and you'll notice it kind of has a locking mechanism here in the front. You want to kind of push that in first and then snap it right into place. And as you're doing that, you can pull this back, and once you're getting close to snapping it in, let go of that, boom, push it right in. Same goes for the wiring harnesses. I mean, if you're watching this video, I mean, if you don't know how to put wiring harnesses back in, you probably shouldn't be taking off your door. But yeah, that's just about it. Thanks. And one last thing, I know I'm making these videos kind of in snippets here, but I have the door panel all back on. I just wanted to let you guys know it went real smoothly, but just a little bit of advice, since you're going to be putting a little bit thicker material back here, it's actually going to slightly, ever so slightly, move the door panel itself out a little bit. So whenever you go to put this panel back on and bolt them back in, you want to do this 10mm bolt first. Now it's going to look like it's a little off, but just give it a little bit of pressure and put it in there, and that's a good starting bolt to start off with. And then I recommend doing the second 10mm bolt and then the bottom two. And as you see, I got this kind of flop in here. I also recommend that you turn your car into accessory mode, turn on the headlights, make sure you have your ambient lighting on, and make sure that the light bar lights up, that your tweeter works if you don't have one up there. But just make sure your door speakers work, window up and down, one touch up, one touch down. Everything worked for me. The door latch itself, make sure that works, make sure the unlock and lock works, make sure everything's operating right, because you don't want to have to take it all off again, when it's a lot easier if you have everything kind of ready to go to take back off. So that's about it, guys. All right, thanks for watching.